I know. I don't even have to take it. Scoot the fuck over.
I'm gonna let you have that.
I'm gonna let you better.
I'm gonna let you have it.
You better let me.
And I'm gonna let you have it. What you thought? You thought you
She wear this cowgirl hat and don't know how to fucking act.
Thought you had a friend, huh?
Hey, cheers, you bitch.
I know.
I know.
Thought she had a friend.
I ain't got a friend anymore then.
Just like,
You know who's getting kicked out on the first?
kick me out, damn it. With that new car. How you gonna keep up the payments?
Yo.
Hell nah.
Babe, we're moving in.
Anyways.
Actually, no, damn well, I'm never kicking her out. She may go MIA on me, but I'm never kicking her out.
Off the grid, baby.
If I don't see you for like 2 weeks,
Crazy.
I would be fucking nuts.
I'll probably do a day without like being heard from anybody, because then I would feel bad. I'd be like, damn, they probably worried.
I was worried on Sunday. I didn't hear from you until you text me talking about I'm good. I just needed some space. I said
That was yesterday.
yeah. Oh, that was yesterday?
Yeah, because of
The hair from the Alright.
straight after work.
Straight after work. Did you miss us? Because I know I did. It's been 3 weeks. Life has been amazing. Ashley went off the grid.
Life has not been amazing. Why are you lying? No, honestly, okay, so like the last video that we did, it was a little bit too
So we did a baby daddy video, and we were talking. Why am I talking like that?
Reckless.
We were talking crazy and
very crazy.
Yeah, I had to scratch it. We would have had a video put up, but we had to scratch that idea. Then the week after that, I met somebody. It's been amazing. And then I went off the grid.
And then the week after that.
Then the week after that,
I met somebody.
then she met somebody and went off the grid.
But at the same time, we even talked about it the other day, where it's like we literally need to remain focused
and not get off the grid,
and not even get off the grid, but just to like be consistent in our craft and everything. Because I know for me per se, first of all, I don't like anybody. Let me just say that right off the bat. I usually don't like anybody because either I find something out. I'm very like into energy and everything. Once I find something that's off, you're done. You're done. So this particular person, like, you know, had me a little famboozle, but that's low-key over anyway, so it don't even matter. It's sick.
Mine ain't over, but you know, keep that a secret.
Mine ain't over, but you know.
Keep it on the low. Keep my private life down low. But yeah, I'm telling you, we would have had more episodes, but we was talking reckless. We was happy. We was in our moment, and then the
like we cut a lot of stuff out of the video, and then she rewatched it, and she was still like, we cannot put this out.
We cannot put this out because I was talking very reckless where I shouldn't have, and then
I don't even remember.
Ashley was talking reckless where she was outing herself out a lot, and I had already cut most of the stuff out, so I was like, yeah, we not about to do that. We not about to do that. So welcome to episode 4. We should be putting out another episode right after this, but if we don't, just rewatch our old ones. You'll love them.
But we're gonna stay on it though.
But we're gonna stay on it. We're back on our BS. I've been working on my brand, got photo shoots coming up. I'm doing me. Ashley got She's about to start crafting. Yes, you are about to start crafting. Don't shake your head no.
It's not crafting, it's art.
Okay, she's about to start arting. We have ideas on bathing suits coming out with us.
I want to make some bathing suits.
And I will be her muse, her model. So you guys will see those out soon. But let's get back to our episode. And our episode today is about daddy issues.
Which is so random that we came up with this, because like 2-3 days ago, I was having a conversation with her dad, my uncle. And he was basically talking about, because obviously we're telling him about the men's situation and asking for advice. And he was like, oh, a man should do this, and you should know that a man should do this. And I'm like, I don't know that. No man has ever told me, like, this is what a man should do. If anything, my mom told me, and there was only two pieces of advice that I still go by to this day. 3. A man should open the door for you. A man should, and not car doors, but just like regular doors where you just like go into other doors. And then pumping the gas. He should always pump the gas, especially if you're driving. And then like walking on the street, like, you know, how the sidewalk. Yeah. So you shouldn't be walking on the street. You should be walking on the other side.
He should be your protector. So if he gets hit first, you're able to get out the way technically.
Right. Yeah. Right. Those are literally the only 3 things. So Eric is talking about, oh, you know, I make sure like he opens the door for me. The car door. I'm like, the car door? You can't just
even if it's my car, I need the door open. There's some dudes I'll let slide, depending how I'm vibing out with them or how I know they're already gentlemen. But there's some dudes that I'm like, oh no, I need to test you. I need to test it. And my dad's taught me a lot about dudes. Throughout the boyfriends I've had and came around through my life, it's like at each relationship I grow and grow more with knowing that, you know, my dad is always right. I'm gonna be honest. If my dad don't like you, it's the reason why my dad doesn't like you. So fingers crossed on this new one. Ashley gave my dad a little nice pointer, so.
Me?
Yeah.
I gave him pointers?
Yeah. Basically saying he was a good guy.
Oh, right. I did say that.
But no, my dad's always taught me like certain things a guy has to do. First date, but first dates always have to be paid by the guy. Second date, third date, don't matter. But that first date,
especially if they initiate it.
If they initiate, no, not even if they don't initiate it.
No, I mean, if you initiate the date, you can't assume for him to pay. If you're like, oh, we should hang out, let's go out to eat, you can't assume for him to pay.
Okay, I'll give you that. But first date,
genuinely, like,
I expect the guy to pay. If you don't pay on the first date, I'm never talking to you ever again. You're going to be blocked. If I have to take my card out for you on the first date,
that he initiates,
I can't do it. Would you
have? And I think
did you just say half? What if you pay half?
No, so I'm just.
Girl, no, you can't even pay half. Don't even.
I have the point of the video is daddy issues. Obviously, like, I'm trying to learn. I feel like, but also it kind of ties into like what's going on nowadays, where it's like the whole role thing. I don't really believe in a woman having a role or a man having a role. But what I can say is, if you want to take on that role of being the man, then you need to go take on that role. You shouldn't be expecting me to do whatever the case, like whatever. But if we decide, if you and I have an agreement to go half, and you can respect me still, you know, like I can respect you, you can respect me, I respect you as a man, you respect me as a woman, then we shouldn't have, we have no problems. But if you want to be the man, then be the man.
Yeah.
Show me. What I'm saying? Show me. Pay for my stuff. Open my doors. And
treat me like a queen that I deserve to be. If you can't treat me like a queen, don't expect me to be your girl. That point blank period. Yeah. I feel like I don't need a lot to be reassured, but if you give me everything, baby boy, I'm all yours. I'm all yours.
Click, click. Click, click.
We getting married. You're cuffed up. That's it. But I feel like with this generation, guys expect you to always put some kind of half. Sorry, boy. I didn't grow up like that. Yeah. My dad used to take me out on dates so I could know. The older I got, I realized like dudes were supposed to do that. You never learned that. You didn't start hearing that till my dad started having conversations with you about it.
Yeah.
And
at this point, it's like, I'm grown.
Yeah. You know, like, do you feel though like it affects your relationships now to this day?
I feel like it's affected most of my relationships because I don't expect them to do anything but be themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
But they always do want to be the man, but it's like, okay, well, be the man. But then it's kind of like me kind of putting myself down in a way to make them feel better. Yeah. When it's like, no, you should just take on that role and do whatever the case may be.
If you're if you're telling me that you want to take on that role, then take it on. But if you can't take it on, I can do it myself. Like, we're very independent. We're both the type where we make our own money. We have our own place. We have our own car. Charger 2022.
You have to just plug that in. How much the payment though?
I'm still paying it. It's me paying it, okay? But my thing is, we have all these bills and we can do it ourselves. And to have a guy to lighten that load and bring nothing but peace and serenity and say, you know what, I got you. It's the best thing.
Yeah, it is the best thing because I feel like sometimes it kind of hits your mental where it's like, okay, like, yeah, you a man, you probably come in my life and you want to do this and that, but I don't need you.
Exactly.
I don't need you.
But the moment that they do it for us, it's like, damn.
Yeah, and it makes you want to be more vulnerable.
Yeah. It makes you take away your masculinity, basically. Because I feel like that's very masculine energy to want to do it on your own and not have somebody else take care of you.
Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes to daddy issues, I have daddy issues where my father worked 24/7. When I was younger, until like the age of 14, 15, that's when Clipperdale became Clipperdale. But my father worked when I was young to that age where he was out hustling. So I wouldn't see him as much. So it was like, I'm the only girl. I want to be daddy's little girl. I want to be treated like how my brothers were treated growing up, being taken out, going to the playground with their dad, this and that. I didn't. I had only my mom. So growing up, I was so close with my mom, but not as close with, that's my daddy issues. If it affected me with certain relationships because I felt like I needed the guys around. But the older I got in the other relationships I've been in, I've noticed I don't need you because my relationship changed with my father. I was able to be like, you know what? Let me be close with my dad and figure out the root of the issue. In your case, it's like...
In my case, I didn't have my biological father around. And then my stepdad that stepped in, which I've known all my life, so he's like my dad. But when he stepped in, it was kind of similar. Like, he had his own thing. He had a lot of other kids. He had his own situations going on. So it was primarily my mom. Mm-hmm. Like, it, you know, everything that I learned today is my mom. The hustler, the independent woman, the boss, the headstrong, go-getter, ride or die.
And that's the crazy part is our moms were so ride or dies through everything that in our generation it was like, damn, we gotta be ride or dies. But then we see how dudes out here be doing women. I'm not about to be your ride or die for that.
My first boyfriend cheated on me way too many times. Second boyfriend, I don't know. Third,
like mine, first one wasn't shit. Second one, bigger shit. My dad hated him, and I should have known that from the jump. Third one, got a beautiful daughter from it. You know, we learned our lesson, that's it. But this new one, y'all can't have this new one. I'm not even gonna say nothing about this new one, because I just need to keep it at a T to C.
Basically, the point is, we definitely have things that we need to work on. I'm still working on. Thankfully, you know, I'm looking at Erica, how she's taking on this new situation that she was, that she happened upon, I guess I'll say. And it's a huge learning experience, especially living with her and, you know, obviously seeing her dad more, where I'm able to learn, like, okay, a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that. But I don't know, it's really hard to break, and I've noticed that I also have a lot of attachment issues, to where, like, if I find something, because like I said, I don't get along with a lot of people in general, especially men, because I already have a bias towards them because of how I've been treated in the past. But when I actually find someone that I'm like, okay, like, maybe this could be someone that I can have around, I want to stick onto that, no matter what bull crap they may pull, or whatever the case may be, to where it's like, if I talk to her dad about it, he'll be like, oh no, next. But in my head, I'm thinking like, no, well, I kind of understand, because he's going through this or he's going through that, so I'm gonna just let it slide. But not knowing, that's the attachment. You know, that's the issue that I have with attachment, because I never felt that fatherly, daughterly love. Like, I can't say I have. I'm gonna be honest.
I think that's why you probably have attachment to the guys, because they give you a certain type of love, but since you haven't felt it fully, you attach to that. Whereas,
especially
like,
when they're giving me like compliments and reassuring me and doing all that stuff. But you know, I know, me being my age now, I know sometimes it's like a tactic. Like, guys will do that just to kind of like make you feel a certain way, even though it's not there. But there's times where you actually do meet someone who's great, but it'll be those small things that you really got to pay attention to, that I kind of like slipped through, where I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna pay attention to that.
And those are the, I feel like, me personally now, I can spot those red flags and I just go ghost, and
which is not good.
Which is not good. But at the same time, I go ghost because I see him and I'm like, I'm not about to go through that. I'm not about to go through it. Like, we do let some of our daddy issues seep through to these relationships, and you can't do it. You have to be able to be like, this is what I deserve, this is my worth. If you can't give me that, and our standard is not that high. Women's standards are not that high. Some women's standards. But I feel like
mine per se,
we're here. If you can't get here, you have an issue, because we already have everything that we need in life. We can afford whatever we want. We can get, if we want to go buy a Cartier bracelet, we can go and afford that. We're not gonna do it, but we can go and do it.
Still over meetings. It's possible.
It's possible. But it's like, we can go out and do it, but we're not going to. It's just, our priorities are different. When a guy is, all we're asking is for a guy's love, attention,
honesty,
loyalty, and honesty.
Respect.
Oh yeah, respect. That's the main one.
That's one of my mains.
And it's like, if you can't give us that, why are you gonna be around? Like, yeah, like, all these men sit here and be like, yeah, you got daddy issues. You got daddy issues. Yeah, we do have daddy issues.
Don't put your daddy issues on me.
Yeah, we can admit we all have daddy issues, but at the same time, like, get your shit together. Because it's you. You probably got mommy issues.
And daddy issues.
And daddy issues.
We all go, a lot of people go through it. And I feel like there's not really tools and tips that I can really give, besides really taking the time to focus on yourself and love you more than any person can ever give you, honestly. Like, and I know it's kind of redundant, because it's like, okay, so blah, 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 blah. But that shit is so real, to where when I do have a situation with someone that kind of like makes me feel, you know, makes me feel any type of way, I kind of have to revert to myself and really be like, you do not deserve that.
Yeah.
You do not deserve that.
This is why we emphasize so much on self-love and security within yourself, because if you don't have it, somebody can come in your life and just walk all over you and just take that energy from you. No matter if it's this much or this much, they're gonna take it from you
because it'll boost their ego,
and it'll boost their ego, and you won't get it back.
It takes persistence. It takes recognizing the issue. It takes a lot of times going to therapy. I went to therapy for a little bit. Nothing changed, which is why I'm currently looking for a new therapist. If you have any recommendations, let me know. We ain't gotta worry about mommy issues. This is daddy issues. This is dad. Okay, we ain't talk about that. Not talk about the mommy issues.
Let's end it here at the end of Queen's bullshit. We love you guys. Thank you guys for watching episode 4. Enjoy this. We will be back consistently. We're gonna get you episode 5 this same week. Episode 5 will be up as well. But enjoy our daddy issues episode, and we'll be back with more.